Today I want to talk a little bit about the relationship between Peggy and Luanne. So Luanne Platter is Peggy's niece, her brother's daughter. And after the two have an altercation and the mom tries to stab the dad with a fork, she gets taken in by the Hills. In the episode Leanne's Saga, we can see that Luanne's mother, Leanne, was really not a good mother at all, and really treated Luanne more like a sibling or a best friend than a daughter. So Luanne, I think, is subconsciously looking for a mother figure. Peggy, meanwhile, I think is in search of a daughter figure. They only have one child, Bobby, but it's clear that they wanted to have more children but couldn't because of Hank's narrow urethra. And it's never said explicitly, but I do think that Peggy also wanted a daughter, and I think that she absolutely sees Luanne as a daughter. Peggy sees herself in Luanne. People were very sexist toward her growing up, and she didn't really ever get the chance to meet her full potential. For example, telling Peggy that her arms were so strong she should stir punch at the prom. And it's a frequent focus of episodes that Luanne is going through some sort of confidence issue or issue where someone is taking advantage of her. She's definitely judged and underestimated but at least in the earlier episodes, she has a very specific dream that she's pursuing, which is being a hairstylist in Hollywood. And Peggy will absolutely not let her lose that dream, even though eventually she does lose that dream in a later episode. Peggy also wants to keep Luanne from making the same mistakes that she did as she goes through similar phases in her life. And Peggy is absolutely terrified that Luanne is going to grow up to become her mom, so she's working to keep her on the path toward the future that Peggy knows she can accomplish. One example is how upset Peggy is when she finds out that Luanne isn't a virgin. And later in the same episode, we learn that Peggy also didn't wait until marriage, so I think that she's projecting her own guilt onto Luanne because she feels so bad about it she doesn't want her to have the same future. And since obviously Peggy sometimes goes too far with this, and Luanne needs to learn how to make her own choices, this makes for some really interesting storylines.